the competition. I used the different words apparently. The frequency is stored in intent, not actually in the, tent of. So I had to build a different one. They said I probably should not store this, but if the smoke is rising out of the catacomb of the, catacomb that I've set up, isn't that a square, the corner of my world that I should check when I am getting back near? They said, nah, not here. The blocks are, appearing, but not the R of revolution. They don't roll, they're more of the substitution of the grid system. We like those with the diamond point. If you could anoint us with a better, understanding of those that be a joint, like a, shoulder and a, arm muscle, kneecap, bone cap, the thing that they talk about, the polar cap. I guess that'd be the polar opposite of that, but I didn't lay it when it was a layer. I tried to layer it and figure out if it was the Bat Cave. I'm afraid the Alfredo wasn't served by Alfred that day, but it wasn't even Fred Flintstone, so they probably should have read. He had those two, and then he probably should have been. That's Barney. Why would you even want to put me in this barn if I didn't want the straw? I was looking for that kicking out the mat. All didn't want to break the camel's back, so I said I would leave. They didn't want to laugh, so I read myself into a what's that, a lackadaisical, feeling like I'm praising myself as appraisal. Though I'm not rolling off the ladder, being devalued by the fact that I roll around you. So I guess my gravitational is cool field feels kinda real, that's real. And I'm chilling with Ted, we're not generic, I guess I know. But what's good with those? Going here like gas to ghost. Nah, that'd be Adult Swim. Had to get out the water with them. Stuck to me though, like the idea of. Never got lost in the idea of hugs or the dove. Branch was nice, but not on that like a Nordic night. That would be Thor, no hammer in sight. Thunder and lightning, I might add. My bad. Didn't get mad. Ooh, with John.
Yes, C word.
This is gonna wind up.
I've been fine, skyscraper high. If I don't, then it's still skies that I'm scraping by. So not scraping by, but change in my pocket. Not Obama, but Hussein. If who rain, if it's the rocket. I meant hurricane. Sorry if the cane isn't socket, but I plug it back in and electricity will rock it. So it's amp, so it's guitar, so it's me on a bar. It's a note that I raise, and now I feel like if I pay, then I will stay today for pays the rate. If pays a rate, then I'm okay. I raise a day to raise a village anyway. Oh, anyway, I take it still a pass. So if I walk it, then it branches out like it should, and I laugh. Oh, gasp! If I don't get it back, it's still lost air. But going to somebody else, 'cause you know how recycling works in here. All in my hair, but I think about if it were dairy, then it would probably be pasteurized. I don't need all of this, but I realized that if I did, that would be nice. Ooh, nice, like NICE. If I take it off and make it Napoleon Dynamite E. Dynamite E equals MC square, but I'm fine, 'cause all the matter I have matters here. So too many analogies about past and present, but present myself another future is so evident. I'm not in Atlanta, I'm not future, but at the same damn time I'm like 3 stacks and an Andre in the same damn line. Yeah. Thank you. That was dope. That was a dope beat you just put on, yeah.
I think the room is spinning. I think my blood is thinning. Oh, this must be essential. I asked when this be ending. They said there is no end. You're learning forever. I guess that makes it better. Woke up yesterday a million times and I'm still on my way, trying to figure out which way to take. But if I make a way, does that mean I get to get it back when I'm here again? Game again, volume going up again. But pain don't make it different, just something I can figment into mosaics that I'm Brendan. They said what I'm Brandon to myself and I'm candid. Candy has the handed, wait, cameo, 'cause cameos I make in my own life for sure. My own life, it's alright. It's so nice, I've been dreaming of it mostly. At night when I'm here I get schemes I had like years ago. A century, 1,000, millennium, however go. I think the room is spinning. I think my blood is thinning. Oh, this must be a sign.
Been
I asked when this be
inside
squares,
circles. I've been inside squared circles.
I guess that makes
That circles that turn square inside.
Yeah. Listen. Get off that bad vibe. We don't need that here. Saran rentals on instrumentals couldn't be that clear. How cool could a move be to be beneficial and catch a vibe? I sacrificed a lot of work, a lot of pain, a lot of time, and I'm tired. We don't stop, cause they don't stop, and they know. Unless, if they stop, then I'll stop and let go. Success. See me stopping, ain't no possible way beyond. In that folder, on the road, I shake. Time lives on. What you make of it is what you get from it, so don't take long. Fall and recover, and what you discover is you most strong. Then you would think, I know you think it took too damn long. But time is relative when legacy strong. On the pathway, don't lose your identity. So, all you desire is not a necessity. Plenty individuals who tend to complain, and after that won't do a damn thing, expecting to change. Fucking insane.
I think the room is spinning. I think my blood is thinning. Oh, this must be a sign. I asked when this be ending. They said there is no end. You want me for I guess that makes better. I think the room is spinning. 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 The room is spinning.
That doesn't hurt anymore. Not callous, but closure. Controlled new. Easy to pick key, pick up. Slide easy like scabbard. Scab like scarab. Shell my experiences sacred. That doesn't hurt anymore. I'm not sure why it ever did. Not sure when the pain became flashback. Became mid-laugh joke. Conversation when I'm able to talk about it. How that doesn't hurt anymore.
Spend too many hours in darkness, wishing it wouldn't hurt anymore. Wasn't sure the pain would ever end, that life would kiss me instead of kick me. Felt resolved to just accept the pain until I noticed it wasn't there anymore. Tears dried themselves or came for different reasons. Left behind the salty, the lemon sting of it, turned sunflowers sweet. Embracing the glow now, overwhelmed by the happiness of pain no more. That doesn't hurt anymore. Spent too many hours in darkness, not callous, but closure. Wishing it wouldn't hurt anymore. Controlled now.
Easy to pick
Key.
Pick up.
Wasn't sure the pain would ever end.
Slide easy like scabbard. Scab like scarab.
That life would kiss me instead of kick me. Shell my experiences sacred. Resolved to accept the pain until I noticed it wasn't there. That doesn't hurt anymore. I'm not sure why it ever did. Tears dried themselves, not sure when the pain became flashback, turned sunflowers sweet.
Became mid laugh joke, left behind the salty conversation, the lemon sting of it.
When I am able to
embrace the glow,
talk about it,
overwhelmed by
how that doesn't hurt anymore. The happiness of pain no more.
Every day, I write a happy poem. Pearls of laughter rolling on panes of fire-blasted sand. All of time is a construct here. It has become pulse.
spiderweb cracking as it moves forward as construed towards a future presented as past once you reach it every day. I write a happy poem because time capsules are corny, but the cute kind of corny that keeps you from letting life encapsulate you, and ain't life the time capsule? Reminding you that time zones, time signatures, and time only applies to you, and haven't I figured out a tempo? Shook off jet lag, saved daylight in the vastness of my mind because time doesn't seem to respect my space. Moves me through years like montage, all the music sounding like cacophonies of melancholy and symphonies of acceptable and acceptance, turntable mixed, tables like spoons, sprinkling a bit of that fani and that fani, so I write happy poems. Because there are things I want to be for me and just for me, because people will fit you into a narrative, like Earth fits you into gravitational pull, thinking that seeing someone and knowing someone is the same knowledge, so I burn a happy poem a day, recording the truth of me I'm still defining into atmosphere, so atmospheres were atmospheres rolling on panes of fire-blasted sand, and isn't that life? A journal entry, Wikipedia page preface, words to scroll over in third person while the person is living those words in first person, and isn't time a wheel that will crush you if you don't move? Gem dropping, also known as mining, diamonds from the rough given to you by this world, that's what we do here. Sometimes, though, it just feels like finger cramping, cramming ink onto a page or eating up data on a device or making a bubble for organized thoughts and the sensory overload that is breathing. Using words you didn't make to express opinions that are yours. Keep writing, though. Eating data. Breathing. Because relatable beings don't know you exist yet, and they'll want to. Exist in those intersections where agreement is currency, current, and currently the only thing keeping them alive. And maybe you don't want to be related to. See that as a weakness of sorts. And I can relate to that. I haven't exactly found a point to all this yet. But practice makes perfect, so perfect must be practice. And I've written a happy poem every day. And that is truly one of the greatest joys I think I will ever know.
I'll be back, okay? See how she did down here. Ooh, look at all that hair behind there. Behind that crate. Realize all that was back there.
I'll be calling. I'll be back. Comment that would be a fact in my life. Yeah. Cool.
So let me not get you up here with us. If I do, then I know what I'm supposed to do with it. So none of the guy gets me anyway, even if they try to run this quick. I feel like Leonardo DiCaprio, but like, oh, I feel like Leonardo who make it in the aerospace. That would make me a painter, don't need no frame to show this run. If they want my photo to be less light, let them know I'm right. Let them know I'm right, but you're so left.
I didn't expect.
From the moon to the stars, from the moon to the stars, made of some hydrogen atoms like I yesterday. 94, the birthday, wondering what I'm gonna do with them atoms I got. I don't know, but I wonder a lot. From the moon to the stars, I remember when you said, keep the tent down low. Temperature is getting past the point of being cold. Oh, freezing, no streaming. Service, I wonder often if we're changing up, but we dip back under, never to be torn asunder. Our blunders wonders. I think I love you. I think it's true that life has been so interesting, but I'm finding it really cool. And I would do anything to stay up in suspension. Don't want to be suspended though, if you get what I'm saying. But from the moon to the stars, a planetary colony of where we are, of where I are, of what we are, of shooting stars from the moon to the stars, by the lights of galaxies next to us, somewhere from the moon to the stars, I'll be leaving today. Rocket ship full of fuel, suit is on, my life's a jewel, in my eyes joyous, in my family's arms. I'll be in space soon, I'll be above all harm. From the moon to the stars, somewhere out there, I'll find what they call the world aware. Somewhere from the moon to the stars, I'll see it through. It may take 1,000 years, but I'm coming back to you. Moon to the stars. Shedding the water of you. I mean, the pond of us. Memories unmuddled, the rain in our puddle. Tears cried over you. I still mean us. The neglect, the rust. I remember the first time we locked eyes across the room. I knew it would be trouble, but the current sped double, and that's why I currently don't speak to you. Drowned in breathing, the paradox we were seeking. Atlantis once sat above ground too. We weren't even sinking, so much as settling. Coordinates with opposite a compass rose, by any other name, and an aimless direction but a wanted one called the same. When shedding the water of you. In vain and vanity, the sea salt I let of you, the taste doesn't haunt me. I'm just pulling my memories too, of you. Toil and bubble, shedding the water of you. Distilling a journey into words, to be perused over and consumed. Shedding the water of you. The concept in question, the breath and by extension, the life I imagined with you. Watercolor paintings, but the free form is amazing until we washed our hands of that view. Shedding the water of you. I mean us, the neglect, rust, water shears stones away too. Atlantis once sat above ground too. We weren't even sinking so much as settling. An iceberg, elephant, our room. Coordinates irrelevant, compass roses by other names, translate as aimless directions to you. I mean us. In vain and vanity, not a grave tragedy, just a watery recollection of you. I mean, us, the sea salt that I let of you. I mean, us, that turbulent trust, the current and rush. The waterfall sounds like a guillotine too. Love or lust, I'm not sure with us. I mean, you, shedding the water of you.
542s and a 46. What does that mean? Who cares? It's lit. 542s and a 46. What does that mean? Who cares? It's lit. 542s and a 46. What does that mean? Who cares? It's lit. 542s and 246. Hey, what does that mean? Nobody cares. It's lit for 542s and 246. Hey, what does that mean? Nobody cares. It's lit. Hey, 542s, 246. What does that mean? Nobody cares. 542, 42, 42, 246,
And it feels right composing in an email, expecting to send CC to someone who will answer me and messages keep saving as drafts, laughing at myself, not getting punchlines. Alienation feels funny though, seems laughable to worry about. My bed feels comfortable, my healing feels comfortable, main charactering in my story feels comfortable, and not wanting anyone else's life feels comfortable. Being confused and excited feels comfortable. No one can tell you what power created me in more than arbitrary words, and reading terms of service wears on the eyes, which is a vague way of saying I've written this before, maybe been here before, been flesh before. Recycling? If I heard every story, would I be different? Recycling on the same highway as cars? Brains don't, according to science, see the world exactly the way it is. And you want to be nice, want to be what people have made mold for you, want straight answers to questions. I've been in so much pain. It was unexplainable. How do you become egotistic in an existence that precedes you, in a world that has all the easily understandable words to your story, knows your story as quick words, as we know them this way? Life is something I love. So much so I sign up first in the list before the poem is there. So much so I am the poem, there in whatever format makes me palatable. And fuck, there's so much I want to say. Is it me or the world I'm in? There's so much I want to say in general, possibly said by someone else, reminding someone of someone else, relate post, because my last words, but not my last thoughts, will probably be in my phone.
Who am I to judge my mother, father, who make me relevant before the abbreviation, imagination, understanding of commonly said words, of comfortably offered expression? I'm spam mail, expected, discarded, but still a part of matter. And the more I talk about myself, the more bored I get with the meaning, more interested. And the funny part is, life isn't scary anymore. Told that skin is a target so long that I think I am marketplace to consume with what I have and what I don't. Family and I speak the same language, but I think we'll be in different afterlives. And I feel better when talking about what I can confirm, saying I over and over and over again. How does something become real?
The cover of the mini journal on my bed says, I'm doing my best, and I revel at the grace hidden in 4 words, the allowance of life, circumstance, and lessons learned. So why do I ask myself, are you really? Where does this disembodied voice of doubt come from? This erasure of consideration, each word a gavel strike, all rhetorical question in the court of judgment, refusing to be sound blocked.
And haven't I been the one asking my own questions, answering back echoes, collapsing possibility, ignoring impossibility except where it spells I'm possible? How long did it take to learn these spells? To overcast something other than failure? To forecast success even when meteorologists try breaking through my atmosphere? Cast off the yoke of disbelief and not be strangled by the implications in its wake?
Remove all traces of aversion when mentions of affirmation and positivity arise. Let the bitter coating on each word become an acquired taste refashioned. Affirmations equals mantras. Positivity the equivalent of a glass half full.
There's no place to get to if here isn't good enough. If good can't be acknowledged. If today is tomorrow's measurement, then let my moments be made most significant, timing most fortuitous. Mostly, allow me not to guess after myself. When intuition initially initialized signatures of the recognizable kind.
Allow me to embrace the mind shift that enables me to write the words, I'm doing my best, and hear the echoed response, are you really? Fade away until the repetition of those words can no longer be made out.
Allow me not to compete one against another, to see only friendly faces, to see my best reflected, magnified.
To anticipate vibrations responding with assurance. Yes, you are, when I offer my actions as best to the higher self I am becoming.
For the goal is not to best myself, simply to acknowledge my investment, better mint, better pill, now refreshing scent, lifelong investment, momentary suggestion.
I am at my best becoming every single time.
Egyptian, the way I go down the river. 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 Every moment a rebirth. It doesn't mean I'm happy with my form or understand my worth. I don't mean wrapped up in nets and grosses and commas. I mean the one I might have felt when I first experienced the world. So Egyptians, the way I flow down the river, time is an arrow and Artemis's quiver. Egyptian, the way I flow down the river. Sometimes it's Ra or Apollo that delivers me back to where I started. So many loved ones dearly departed, and here I am floating down the river like Helen, so lazily I stand and shiver. Egyptian, the way I flow down the river, so many analogies to water I quiver. Egyptian, the way I flow down the river, oh, so many relations I quiver. Egyptian, 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 Egyptian. Flow down the river.